Welcome to the Brewery Field for a big day in the middle of the table in the National League North. Spennymoor Town host Kidderminster Harriers, looking to make up the 4-point and 6th place league gap between the clubs. The Moors are in the form side and look to have just about put a stripping start to the season behind them, but have significant hurdle in their way in the shape of a former Football League team today. Harriers were roundly beaten 3-0 in their FA Cup game last weekend against Stafford, but Spennymoor will be hoping to carry some confidence into today following their victory away to Lancaster. He's in full action and looks resplendent as well, I must say. It looks even better than it did at the start of the season today. It's like a lush green, obviously got a bit of water on it, and the players are going to enjoy knocking the ball about on it today. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Is Roberts has picked it on the edge of the area. He's fed Taylor. Taylor's got a big chance. And it's gone in the back of the net, but he's offside. And it's a lovely little move, wasn't it? Roberts and Taylor showing some good interchangeable play on the edge of the Kidderminster penalty area, and that'll just do Moors' confidence a little bit of good there at the start of the first half. Gould has prepped a two-man wall just in case of that. He has crossed it to the back post. It's a looper. It's got over everyone, and it's a good save from Matt Gould. And that was almost an own goal from Magny, I think. That.
Yeah, it was Magny who got his head to it.
Well, he got a firm header on it, Magny. Unfortunately, it was towards his own bottom corner. And luckily, Matt Gould was on hand to collect the ball safely. For Ramshaw, beautiful touch again from Ramshaw, who's looking somewhere back to his best today. And here's Ramshaw again, and just as I say that, he's going to straight to Palmer inside his own half. And Chambers and White now have got beyond into the penalty area, chance to shoot. He's wrong-footed Curtis. It's a great recovery challenge from James Curtis inside the penalty area. Gould is out of his goal trying to close the angle, and it's an important challenge from Curtis. Here's Taylor. Oh, it's poor. It's given away. Most unlike him, not to find Roberts, and Jason Ainsley has just lost his rag with Taylor completely. It's a good ball forward to Brandon Dow. It's going to be a chance. It's another brilliant challenge from Curtis, and he's hurt himself in the process, and he's gone down. It was an awkward fall. It's one of them where McKenna's under pressure into Ramshaw's clearance is blocked. Curtis again under pressure from two red shirts. He needs an option. He's got Buddle square if he can find him. He stepped out. Oh, he might give this away. He has given it away. Oh, and he's got it back. He was so lucky, but he had to make that challenge there. James Curtis, well done.
He does that now and again. He likes to step off from the back.
Here's Taylor, loses out fairly.
Says the referee. Glen so far. He's on.
We're giving the ball. It's a great ball to Chambers here, and he's onside. It's a great first touch. Huge chance for Kidderminster, and it's 1-0. And it's that man again for his 9th of the season. Ball breaks down. Kidderminster break away, and Jason Ainsley's given Glen Taylor an earful for losing the ball again. Moves are a goal down at the Brewery Field, and it's Ashley Chambers.
Tell you what, great finish. He only had one place to aim for, and he managed to find it.
Smashes it into the roof of the net, just inside the box on the left-hand side.
Scored by number 9, Ashley Chambers.
Taylor backtracks, wrestling with Williams. It's a lovely touch from Taylor to bring it down. Here's Johnson, again under pressure from three red shirts. Anytime he gets it, I wonder if they've singled him out after a good start of the season he's had. Ball into the box looking for Taylor, who's won the knockdown. And Moyo, almost an own goal. Almost an own goal. He's sliced at it, Moyo, on the edge of the 6-yard box. It's great reactions from Thomas Palmer to get down to his right-hand side and prevent it nestling in the bottom corner. It's a wild slash at the ball from Cliff Moyo. Laura Chambers is immediately robbed of possession by Rob Ramshaw. And then chips the ball full up for McKenna, who's going to have to battle to keep possession, and he did well. Here's Ramshaw again. Lovely little touch from Roberts to find Magny out on the wing. He's got a good ball in the box. Chance here for Glen Taylor. Big chance for Glen Taylor, and he's scuffed it wide. It's actually not even gone out of play yet. Cleared down the line, and the Moors will keep pressure on here. It's a good, energetic start in the second half from the hosts as Chandler steps away from White and finds McKenna on the edge of the area. He's got men to his left. He's got one man over to his right, and Ramshaw will spread it out to find Magny. He'll deliver deep in towards Johnson. Cliff Moyo with a good header away, acrobatic. And that was a chance for Spennymoor, and Taylor. Or McKenna is up against a red shirt, inevitably outnumbered. Here comes McKenna over the halfway line, running at the defence, finds Roberts out on the right wing. He's got two black and white shirts in the middle. Moors are getting more men forward this time. Looking to get away from Chambers as crosses block. He's got another chance to do something with it on the right hand side. Back to Magny. He's got Chandler in field and he's given it away, Magny. But Curtis is there to win it back for the Moors. McKenna gives Chambers the slip, cuts in field, switches across to the left for Brogan. Brilliant from McKenna. Brogan's just going to drive a ball at the back post, and Ramshaw will get up here. Ramshaw's chance! Yes! Moors are a roll! And it's Rob Ramshaw! And I said it earlier in the half. He looks like the man to make the difference for Spennymoor today. And he has done. Spennymoor 1, Kidderminster 1.
Lovely ball in from Stephen Brogan. Just floated, just gives Ramshaw the opportunity. Just keep an eye on the direction of the ball. It's a lovely header, very similar to one he scored last season against Guiseley, I think I seem to remember, but a lovely goal, his first of the season. Jake Hibbs coming on? I think he is. Brogan looks like he can't continue.
Brogan's struggling, and Brogan looks to be in some danger of not continuing, and Jake Hibbs is putting his jersey on the far side there. I think we will have Moore's first substitution of the day as well.
It's exactly what we don't need. Fullbacks getting injured. Defenders dropping like flies at the minute.
Can we fashion a chance? We had game of limited chances.
Boyd just coming on. Bib off.
Well, what I would say is that's a clash of heads between Brandon Diao and Curtis.
You kind of feel like that was inevitable.
Yeah,
at some point.
There was neither of them were
like Curtis has come off worse. I mean, the last thing we need is another defender.
Curtis is holding a bandage to his, looks like his eyebrow.
Yeah, it's another, looks like a bad cut. Yeah, you can see the blood.
Well, we've seen this from James before. He's in the wars, isn't he? And I think he's going to have to be substituted, you know. Curtis can't continue.
Unbelievable. So Brogan and Curtis both off. Ward will come on. I mean, who's going to go back? Magny at the centre half, and left. Who's going to go left back?
And you feel a little bit for James Curtis there. It's the last thing we need, more defensive injuries. Looking for Taylor, who is surrounded by 3 red shirts, but he's won a good flick on. And Johnson tries to get to it and deliver, and it's tipped wide, you know, that was going in. Well, it's an unorthodox effort from Andrew Johnson as the ball fell on the edge of the area. Taylor just put his body on the line and allowed it to hit and delivered the front post. Up went Johnson, who landed awkwardly actually, but he's all right. And it's delivered back in again by Hibbs. Buddle, the target's going to fall in for Moose. It's a great save to deny Johnson, who was onside. He's prodded goalwards, almost point blank range. It was a good ball back in again from Hibbs. He hasn't been by any means poor. Curtis has had a really good game, but I just thought Ramshaw was excellent at the start of the second half for us. Ball forwards. Hibbs puts his head where it might get hurt. Clears his line. It's a great ball from Hibbs up there. Johnson, can he drive at the defence now? Inside the Kidderminster half. Just looks to be running out of a little bit of energy on the left-hand side. He's got Ramshaw beyond him, who never runs out of energy, and he drives into the penalty area. His ball across! Yes! Yes! Glen Taylor! That's what he does! Out of nowhere! We didn't think it was happening, but another Glen Taylor last-minute goal has won it for Moors at the death.
What a goal as well! What a goal!
Unbelievable! I did not see that coming.
You didn't see it coming, did you? But what a big goal that is!
What a moment! Cometh the moment, cometh the man. How many late goals does he score? How many late goals do we score?
This season alone, we've kind of become experts at late goals.
Ramshaw again, gaining control of the ball in the middle of the pitch, finding Jake Hibbs, who, by the way, in the build-up of the goal, played a wonderful pass down the line to release Johnson, and here is Johnson down by the corner flag. Just win a free kick, Andrew. Go on, AJ. He's battling with Cliff Moyo, and Moyo's got the better of him and won the ball back, and Johnson gets a good tackle in. It's an awkward landing from Johnson. We've got another injury now. Cleared upfield. Buddle tries to go through, but Chambers has brought this down, and he's going to run at the defence, and the flag's gone up. And there's full time, and that'll do us nicely. And it's been a battering, bruising encounter as Andrew Johnson's still on the floor. He's in a lot of pain down to our left-hand side. He's going to need some
bodies lying everywhere.
The full-time whistle goes though, and Johnson's in a lot of pain. You know, he's done something bad here. The crowd are motioning the physio, the standing physio, to hurry up and get across.
I mean,
which he now does. And this looks bad, you know, for Andrew Johnson. This could mar an incredible result for Spennymoor. As physio makes his way over, and Johnson, he made one of those challenges where he hooked the ball back from in front of the opposition.
You've got to remember,
and he's just completely twisted his knee as he did it, and this looks like it could be a bad injury.
AJ's just come back. He came back from a long-term injury, so...
Well, it's finished. Spennymoor 2, Kidderminster 1.